Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually going to be a really fun tutorial. I'm doing a spring look using a lot of different colors. I even used a blue highlighter today. So if you would like to see how to get this spring fun look, then just keep on watching. So we're going to get started with my brows. I know I usually do my face first, but I wanted to switch it up. I'm going to fill in my brows with the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I have it in the shade number 5. I'm going to brush up the front and then brush the rest of my brow to the side. So to fill in my brows, I'm going to outline the top and then outline the bottom. Extend the bottom portion of my brow in the front just a little bit, and then I'm going to fill in the center. So when I fill in my brows, I go in short strokes. I don't just create like a long line on my brows. I take like small little strokes to the end, because you can mess up on these small strokes and wipe them away, but if you mess up on the long ones, then it's kind of harder to get rid of. And also you can kind of get an idea of where you want to go as far as how high up the arch is or how far to extend the tail if you do it in short motions. It gets a little harder to determine when you're just going in one swipe, so I like to go in short swipes. So once I've gotten one eyebrow filled in, I mirror it on the other side. A lot of the time I do it at the same time just so I can get them as symmetrical as I can, but for today I decided that I just wanted to fill in one so I could show you guys the difference and then fill in the other. So this is my eyebrow when it's filled in, and this is like my natural eyebrow. I try to keep the same shape of my eyebrow so I don't really extend the width of it up here. It depends on how you want your eyebrows to look. This is turning into an eyebrow tutorial, but I don't really go in depth in any of my tutorials. I kind of just say outline the top, outline the bottom, fill in the center, because it really is that easy, but I just wanted to add a few more tips into the tutorial. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in this eyebrow off camera and we'll be right back. So I'm going to get you guys caught up on this brow. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this one is in the shade 25. And with a small brush that I got in the Vanity Planet brush set, I'm gonna take a bit of that concealer that I already have on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to get a mirror because I know doggone well I can't see that far to get this precisely done. So get a close mirror, get as close as you can to your eyebrow to clean up any mistakes that you made. Plus, if it's time for you to get your brows done like me, you want to cover up those hairs as well, which I call myself kind of trying to grow my brows out, but that might be short-lived because I'm looking a hot mess. So as you can see, right when you clean up your brows with concealer, it just looks so much better. That's why I really like doing that part, but sometimes like when I'm in a rush, I don't do that part. So it's just totally what you have time for. I understand if you don't have time for that, then you just want to spend time making sure that when you fill them in with pencil, it's as precise as you can get it without cleaning it up with concealer. I take my Nude Stick Champagne highlight pencil, which this is my favorite thing to use for my brows, and I take it right on the arch of my brow, and it has shimmer in it. So this is going to be your brow bone highlight, and it's going to just make your arch stand out more, and it just completes your brows in my opinion. So this is what I really like to use. It's a subtle shimmer, so it's not super in your face, which is why I really like it. And then I'm going to take the Nude Sticks. It's actually a pencil on this end and a brow gel on this end, but I don't really use the eyebrow pencil, but I love the brow gel because the wand is so small, it's able to really get in your eyebrows, and I love that. So I'm going to take it on the front just to kind of push my front brow hairs up, and then I'm just going to push the rest of my brow hairs to the side. Kind of like when I first started, I did that to prep them before I put on my eyebrow pencil. So yeah, the same technique. So now we're moving on to our eyeshadow, and I'm going to prime with something I haven't primed with in a long time, which is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and this one is in the shade Eden. So apply this all over my eyelids, and it dries kind of quick, so let me hurry up. All right, looking good. And then to set that eyeshadow base that I just put on, I'm going to take from the Artist palette this Buttery shade right here. It's actually called Buttery. That wasn't what I was using to describe it, because it does like look like butter, has a butter color. But I'm just going to take that on a brush and then set my eyelids. So I've already told you guys that this is going to be a fun tutorial because we're going to smoke out our lower lash line with blue. I think that is so fun. I've done it before on my Instagram a while back, twice actually, and it has never made it to my YouTube channel, and so I'm really excited to film this today. So we're going to start with the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. I'm going to first go in with Mousse, and this is going to be our transition color. But if I apply this to my transition area and I think that it's too cool tone, because I'm having a feeling that it might be, I'm going to mix a little bit of peanut butter in as well. So with a fluffy blending brush like this one, I'm going to take, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and dip into both peanut butter and mousse so I don't have to think about it, and then just apply this all in my transition area. The next shadow I'm going to take is Puddin from Suicide Squad. No, but I'm gonna take this shade right here on a smaller blending brush. And with this, I'm going to first just focus it on the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm going to blend it into the crease. Now what I'm gonna do with this is I'm actually going to mix this with peanut butter because I want it a little bit warmer, just darker. Perfect. This is going really well today. I did my makeup the day before yesterday and the eyeshadow was nice, and then I decided I wanted to practice doing a winged liner. Horrible idea. I mean, I just cannot get this winged liner thing. So what I'm doing on my lid is actually going to be a normal smoky eye, like a go-to look, which would just be, for me, a warm brown in the crease and then a darker shade to add dimension. And then on the lid, I'm just going to apply a copper shimmer shade because I want it to be very normal on the lid. But on the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with blue, and then I'm going to do something fun on the inner corner. But I just wanted to give you guys like a little preview of what's coming next. I'm going to now go in with caramel, which is a really nice shimmer. So I'm spraying it a bit and then going in with the shadow and applying this to the lid. So I want to do a little more focus, like in the very center of my shimmer that I just put on my lid. So I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Dew drops in the shade Do You? Okay, I've been working on that joke for a long time, so you guys better have laugh. But I'm going to have to explain the joke for you guys to laugh. Okay, so it says Do You with a question mark. So it's like, do you? I've been working on that joke, so please laugh. Now I'm going to get a little bit of this, just very little, and I'm going to take it a little bit on the same brush that I used on my lid and just work that in the center and see how this goes. So it didn't really add enough oomph, so I'm going to layer on top of that the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion in the shade number 2, and let's hope that this does it. That Urban Decay base, this is a really nice base. I need to use this more often. I need to write that down. Next up, we're going to do the fun part, kinda, because we're gonna have to come back to it. But I'm going to line my waterline with the LA Girl Aquatic Gel Eye Pencil. Now we're just going to wait to actually apply the eyeshadow on the lower lash line till after we finish our face. So I'm going to go ahead and apply lashes. Now lashes today are from Lily Lashes, and these are in the style Goddess. This is my first time trying out this style of lash, so let's see. I'm moving on to face, and we're gonna come back to eyes, which, by the way, these lashes are really nice. They're a nice natural style lash. If you don't like a whole lot going on with your eyelashes, they're really nice. To prime my skin, I'm gonna go ahead and use the DHC Velvet Skin Coat. Talked about this in my last video. The LA Girl Orange Corrector, because I'm trying to try different techniques for a new foundation that I'm using that I really like. And what I notice is that it appears darker around my mouth and underneath my eyes. So I'm gonna try to correct it first with this orange corrector and see what happens. Which this orange corrector from LA Girl kind of looks red to me more so than orange. So I may have to try the MAC one. This looks so scary right when I do it. Like, woo, hope I have enough on. So the foundation today I'm using is the Koh Gen Do Moisture Foundation, and this is in the shade 301. I got my makeup done by Melissa Hibbert, and it was so fun. I love the way that she does makeup, so I was of course excited. But she is a celebrity makeup artist, and she used this on my face, and it was like a perfect match for my skin tone. So I'm trying to find how much I need to use and work with it, because I really like the way that this foundation sat on my face. But of course she was doing my makeup, so I couldn't really see how much she was using. So I'm testing it out. This is my third time wearing this foundation, and I tried it 2 different ways, but I really like this because it does not have flashback, and it's a perfect match for my skin tone. And also the reason why she was doing my makeup is for a campaign that you guys will get to see in a month or so. So I applied a little bit of the foundation here, and I realized that I need to start with a little and then just build, because this foundation is buildable. So I am going to try to build it up to a full coverage. I'm going to use the side of the beauty blender because I used the bottom for the orange corrector. And plus the side is easier to get around my eyebrows. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the foundation to areas that I need to cover a bit more. All right, now for concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I have mine in the shade Medium Neutral. And to set my concealer, I'm going to use the NYX No Filter Finishing Powder in the shade Medium Olive. And then of course to set my face, I'm using the Makeup Forever Pro Finish Powder in the shade 173. Now I want to do something a little fun for this look, so I'm going to use a blue highlighter. I'm using the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, which I have not used in a while. I'm going to mix the shade Blue Ice with Blue Moon. And you can't really see it in this pan that's blue, but it's blue. Woo! Look at that. A party on my cheeks. I'm gonna have to use my beauty blender to tone that down a bit. But that is so fun. I'm gonna put blue on my nose. I'm going all in this blue. It's just fun, you know. Makeup is fun. And then let's go in on top my beauty blender to just blend that a little better. So now I'm going to bronze up my skin. I'm using the Laura Geller Sunset Deep Bronzer. And I'm applying this with a Wet n Wild angled brush that I actually got for free in the order that I made with all those Wet n Wild products that I used in one of my recent videos, $40 video. I don't know if it was a mistake, like they didn't mean to give it to me, but yeah, so this brush is actually really nice. It has like an indent in the handle, so your thumb sits really nice in it. So I really like that. Now for blush, I'm using my favorite Hot Flush by Sephora. Yay, I'm happy. Now we're gonna go back to our eyes. This is so fun. So now we're going to go in with the Artist palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Unicorn. The other end of the Anastasia blending brush that comes with palettes, if you've ever gotten a palette. And I'm just going to really just press this close to my lash line, as close to the lower lash line as I can with this end of the brush, and then kind of blend it out on the edge, just so it doesn't really look like an abrupt stop. All right, so I'm so ready for this part. I'm going to use this yellow as my inner corner highlights, which I've been seeing across Instagram, so I'm really excited to try it and see how I like it. Ooh, that is so fun. I like it. That is so cute. Ooh, I'm excited. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm going to add a bit of mascara, and I'm using the Benefit They're Real mascara. Now what I found with this mascara is that it is very wet, so it gets on my skin, and I just want it to be on my lashes. So I'm going to wipe off the wand a bit, just so I have little amounts of the product on my mascara wand, and hopefully that solves the problem. Okay, yay, that helped. So wipe off the wand before you start. All right, so very last thing, we're going to do lips. And so I'm going to line my lips with MAC Chestnut Lip Pencil. And then fill in my lips with Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Sepia. Alright, and that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I had a lot of fun filming this. I really like the yellow inner corner. It's just like so perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to keep yourself updated on my new videos. And I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.